This lesson is going to include 4 videos on how to improve your videos. The first way that you can improve your videos is through varying your lens lengths. There are 3 main types of shots: a wide, a medium, and a tight. Here's some examples from our project. So this is a wide shot. This is another wide shot. And this is another wide shot. They're all shooting 3 different things, but they're all wide. You can see the grass, you can see the sky, you can see where we are. You kind of get just a whole picture, okay? So we have 3 wide shots. And then we have medium shots. This is a nice medium of a detail. And this is a tight shot. And then here we have like an extremely tight shot. So you can have wide, mediums, and tights of details, but you can also have wide, mediums, and tights of people. Here we have the couple, we have a really wide, and then we have a medium, a little bit of a closer medium, and then a really tight shot. If you watch any movie, any TV show, if they're coming back from a commercial or if they're switching scenes, the first thing that you're going to see is a drone shot of New York City, or it's going to be a wide shot of an office building or a hospital or a house or wherever it is that that scene is taking place. These are really establishing shots. They tell the viewer where we are. They help us understand the context and the situation that the characters are being put in. When you are editing, the same is going to be true. You need to establish where we are, whether that's a forest or a barn or a golf course or the coast. Wherever this wedding is taking place, you want to be able to have and use wide shots in your footage so that the audience and the viewer understands where we are. But when we are shooting people, wide shots are fairly impersonal. In real life, you can see a lot of people from far away, right? There's a lot of people who are far away from you, and you can see them on the street wherever you are. There's only maybe a handful of people in your life that you're going to be sitting down to dinner with, that you're going to be standing close to and talking with on a regular basis. And there's going to be an even fewer number of people that you are right up close next to each other. So those wide, medium, and tight shots, when you're shooting people, they really indicate a level of intimacy. Wide is fairly impersonal. A medium shot indicates some sort of a relationship, and a really tight shot like this, you're not going to have a shot of this with like your next door neighbor, right? You're only going to get a shot of you like this with a spouse or with a child or with a parent, someone who you love. And so a tight shot really indicates a level of intimacy that a wide shot can never capture. And so when you are editing, you want to make sure that you have a variety of wide, medium, and tight shots. Okay, so here is a video I threw together. It's not fancy or cute, but it only has tight shots in it. If something only has tight shots, you don't understand what's happening. You don't know where you are. All you're seeing is like everything is just really close up, and it's a little bit disorienting. Again, this is not good footage. I didn't like do any fancy things to it. I just found tight shots and I put them on a timeline together. On the flip side, here is a video with only wide shots in it, okay? When you only have wide shots, it's really pretty, but it's almost more like, who cares? You don't really feel any sort of connection with the couple. You know, you're just seeing them from a distance. You are not connected with them intimately, you know, like a tight shot would draw you in. You're very much just a watcher of this video. You're not included in the celebration when you only have wide shots. Okay, so here is an example of a movie that I found on YouTube, and you can just watch it on YouTube. And so let's just watch how they use the wide, medium, and tights. I'm actually just going to go ahead and mute this because we don't really need we don't really need to know what's going on. Okay, so here's a wide shot. We have an establishing shot. We see that we're at their house. Here's a medium shot of the mailman. We're coming in. We want to see that happening. And then, oh, a tight on his face to see that emotion. Woo. And then we have another little medium shot here. This is the truant officer. Beware of the thing. And everyone laughs. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so they're having a conversation. So we have a nice medium shot. A medium shot is usually like waist up, maybe hips up even. Anything more than that is kind of a wide shot. So we have him medium shot. We're seeing the door opens. Ooh, zooms in, kind of comes a little closer so we can see that emotion on his face. So we're there with him like, what's happening? He trips. He's walking up to the door. And then we have another little wide shot here. Okay, so we can see that we're at their front porch. He's walking up, medium shot. What's going to happen here? Oh, something silly happened and it got, a little closer on his face. His emotion. There's a weird slow pan down there. And then they're having a conversation. So this is a little different than his conversation with the mailman, because these are two tight shots as opposed to being one medium shot. Okay, so now we have another wide shot. We're in the house. We can see this weird polar bear, probably growling. Okay, and so then another little tight shot there on his face so that we can see his emotion. So you can see even in literally any movie, any TV show that you ever watch is going to have wide, medium, and tights. Wide is going to be used as an establishing shot to show us where we are. A medium shows some sort of a relationship, and tights are for emotion and for intimacy and to really bring us as the viewer into the character and how they're feeling. So I hope that you can see how you as an editor can use wide, medium, and tight shots to tell the story of the couple, to tell the story of the wedding day, and to just create more interest and a little bit of variation within your story. So while you're editing, I want you to be really conscious of how you're using the wide, medium, and tight shots to tell the story of the couple and to tell the story of the wedding day.